Geometry 259, the area of a triangular prism. And we're going to use Heron's formula. Alright, so just so you know right away, that is Heron's formula. Okay? For lateral area only, that means just the sides. No top and bottom, just these sides, okay? No bases. It's just base times height for each side. You just add them up. Very simple. Now for total area, that includes the top and the bottom, you need all the sides plus the two bases. That's the total surface area. The value for the base is the length of the base edge. Okay, so this would be like 4 here. And we use Heron's formula to find the base area. The sum of the lengths of the base edges is the perimeter of the base. So if this is 4, and that's 4, and that's 4, and it's like an equilateral triangle there, we know the perimeter is 12, right? Because 3 times 4 is 12. It's that simple, okay? So, I'm going to keep using the same numbers regardless of how the drawing looks or the shape looks, okay? So we're going to pretend like the height is 8, okay? The height is 8, the height is 8, and each side of the base is 4, okay? Each side of the base is 4. So height is 8, and this is A, B, and C sides, and they're all 4, okay? So, if we wanted to find the lateral area, okay, L means lateral area, all we would do is add the ABC sides times the height. So if the side right here, B, is 4, we do 4 times 8, which is 32, and because each one of them is 8 and each one of them is 4, it makes it very simple. We just do 32 plus 32 plus 32, which is 96. We could also say the height, which is 8, and then add the perimeters, 4 plus 4 plus 4, which is 12. So we do 8 times 12, which is 96. We could also just do the height times the perimeter, which is 8 times 12, which is 96. Okay? So, this is what all the letters mean, okay, the variables, all right? So, here's Heron's formula. We're going to be using this little guy, okay? We want to have the total area, and it's equal to the L plus 2B. Now, the L, remember, is 96, so we've got that already. For B, we use Heron's formula. It's S, and then S times S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. So, for S, we use half of the ABC. We know the ABC is 12, so half of that is going to be 6. All right? We know that A plus B plus C is 12, and we're going to do half of that. So now we know S equals 6. So in here, the S is a 6. Okay, see? It's 6. And then we've got it again and again and again. So, keep in mind that this is inside of a square root sign. So once we find all these, we've got to figure out what it's the square root of, okay? So S minus A, and we know A, B, and C are each 4, all right? We know each one of these are 4. So 6 minus 4 is 2, 6 minus 4 is 2, and 6 minus 4 is 2, because S is 6, remember, and A, B, C are each 4. So now we're down to 2, 2, and 2, and we've got to distribute this 6 and multiply them. 6 times 2 is 12. Now we have to do 12 times 2. 12 times 2, we did this one. Now we've got 12, which is here. Now we've got to multiply it to this one, which is really this one. Okay, I just moved it down. 12 times 2 is 24. Now we got to do the last one, okay? 24 times 2 is 48. So remember, it's in a square root symbol, so we need to find out the square root of 48. Well, there's a chart in the back of my book. The square root of 48 is 6.928, or rounding off, it's 6.9. So I can say, for this formula, which is L plus 2B, we now know that B is 6.9. We know that L was 96. So we have 96 plus 2B. So if B is 6.9, we need to multiply it by 2, don't we? 6.9 times 2 is 13.8. So now all we have to do is add 96 plus 13.8, and we know that it's 109.8. So the total area of this triangular prism, sides and top and bottom, base, everything, is 109.8. Now, if you need to pause this or go back over and look at it, go ahead and do that. But it's very simple. The only place where you're going to get messed up, let me take some of these away. The only place where you're going to get messed up is here. Sometimes what people do is they say 6 times 2 is 12, and they don't distribute it properly. Okay? They'll say, you know, this is all messed up in here. They don't do their subtraction correctly. You know, they'll do 6 times 6 minus 2. Just keep it simple. Do in the parentheses first, like you're supposed to. They each become a 2 when you come down. And then slowly do your multiplication for each one. And don't forget that it's in a square root sign. This whole thing is in a square root sign. Okay? So, it comes out to, you know, you can use your calculator or a chart to find out what the square root of that number is, and then don't forget that you still need to multiply it by 2, all right? So that is finding the total area for a triangular prism, all right? Keep in mind that's what it looks like opened up, and you need to find the area for all of that, all right? It's not really hard. You might want to put this formula in your notebook. I used to put mine on the inside covers so I could just flip open the cover and look at all my formulas real quickly. I had it inside the front cover and inside the back cover because there were so many formulas in algebra and geometry. Okay? So I hope this helped, and I'll see you next video. Bye.